It's a trick, right? It's like, you know this one.
Oh.
It's the one that's all
I don't know if I did it wrong or not. I literally don't know. It might be the end of the day. It might be the end of the road for me, boys.
Damn, same, bro.
E-Rob, come on, buddy. You have 2 minutes on the clock. Puffy, if you want to go to the bathroom, if you already know it, you just might as well
I already
just go.
went.
You just go again.
Oh yeah, just to go.
Do some laps. That's what I used to do.
Get my steps in for the day. Yeah.
Oh wait,
you know the answer. Buzz
periodic
in.
symbol.
We'll
periodic symbol. I literally don't know. I don't know. I can't remember right now. Is it like just SO or some shit? No.
E-Rob. I can stare at you like this for hours. I really can.
No. It can't be, right? That's like
no help. I saw you look in the hallway. You're trying to get some help.
There might be some sodium in the hole.
Why are there so many
I don't know. I think I'm what is I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know who I'm talking to. There's like I can't fucking see anything.
I don't know it. I can't think of it.
Isn't this
You have 1 minute, E-Rob.
I think it's this. Then the other people said that it's too easy.
I went
it's
down
like
5,000
a trick.
viewers when you did.
So I wonder if it's just SO.
Not until he's eliminated.
It's over. I don't know it. Fuck.
Hey. Hi, everyone.
Jack.
I don't fucking know.
What's up?
I literally don't know. I'm out. I'm out.
No, it's fine.
What you tweeting?
I got 55. I got 55 seconds.
Maybe that you're on the. Maybe
just live tweeting it.
No, I'm not live tweeting this. No. People don't really care that much. I'm just tweeting other things.
You should tweet out the show, man. Say, hey, maybe I'm on Mizkifs stream live. Like we're having some fun. I like it.
I did. I tweeted it earlier. Does that make you feel better?
It does. It really does. Thank you, Jack. You're a great guy. You've always been. E-Rob, is this the end of the road?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know actually. I'm gonna go.
Good try.
S.
It was worth a try.
Oh, I fucked it up. I'm wrong.
Almost there.
What was it? Oh, it's NA. No shit.
It's NA, which means Hassan also got it wrong.
I got. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out, boys.
Hassan and E-Rob. Wait, what did everyone else put? Can we see what everyone else put?
NA.
NA, they got it correct. It is actually
North America.
NA.
Technically, doing it capitalized is wrong.
Yeah, it is.
That's technically wrong.
I don't
Their
care.
answer is in caps.
I
don't know. I don't know why.
Who hurt you?
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to.
I'm an idiot, and I wrote the chemical. Like I wrote the fucking actual chemical compound of I guess salt.
How do you guys know this shit? You guys are so much smarter than me.
I wrote salt and then didn't realize that like sodium is the first part of salt, which would just be Na. And then because Jack said it was so easy, I thought maybe it's just SO, and I'm like fucking it up.
You know what's so cute about this when you think about it, Hassan? You and E-Rob were supposed to have a massive debate and fight, but you know what? In the end, you both were on the same playing field.
I know. This is why we're too evenly matched. This is why we've never been able to debate one another.
It's a fight that'll last a lifetime. E-Rob, how do you feel, man? You know what? You got pretty far.
That was fun. I'm actually proud, dude.
You should be proud. You beat Russell and you beat Candyland. I don't know if you should feel proud of that, but
okay, now I feel like shit, dude. Thanks, man.
Well, you know what, E-Rob, you're going home with 100 gifted subs. How do you feel?
I feel great, man. 120.
Wait, do they stack? Is it 120 or is it 100?
It's 120. You have till midnight.
Hassan, you won too. Please switch Prime. Hassan, you don't have to spam. Go follow Hassan. All right, they're already here from him. Congratulations, Hassan. You got 100.
I don't know if does it stack. So we got 120.
You have 40,000 gifted subs.
Hey, I didn't get there. I didn't get there by fucking skimping out on 20 gifted subs. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ! All right, get these two out of my face.
Miz, you got till midnight. All right.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
All right.
I'm sorry. Get him out of here. All right, we have E-Rob and Hassan eliminated. We didn't use Hassan's picture, obviously. Welcome, though, our finalists to the 10th grade. Jack holding on with 2 Fs, Captain Puffy with 1, and Andrea with 0. We are in the 10th grade now.
All right, there it is, boys. There it is. Wait, let me make sure that I got everything done. I don't want to.
Turkey education Pepe hands.
Wait, hold on. Where's the Discord? Discord overlay. Okay, that's good.
That
Turned
was
it
super
off
fun to
on
watch.
that end as well. Go to just chatting for a second and then close these tabs. And there it is. Literally lost to NA. Yeah, I know. GG's, boys. Listen, it was a good run. Okay. We fought hard. We fought long and we fought hard. But
Easy clap.
after I shut down my chat, dude. Fuck. Chat's finally here. After I shut down my chat, I was nothing. I was lost. I felt like I was in the distance. By myself, and I thought, how will I win if I do not have the moral support? How will I win if I do not have my chat with me? You know what I mean? That was the fault. That was the problem.
Edibles have you eaten
That's what
today,
happened.
Hassan? My guess is at least 3 based on that performance.
I should have lost before E-Rob, if we're being real, because like the integer one was like a total fucking complete shot in the dark. I feel bad for the host. Why? Dude, how the fuck? I'm so fucking stupid, dude. How the fuck did I get? Hey, thank you, OTK Network, for the 120 gifted subs. Poggers, dude. All right, time to go back to the fucking, time to go back to the news, an area of knowledge that I have. An area of knowledge where I'm not confused. You know what I'm saying?
At Hasanabi change stream title.
We're going to talk about change stream title. Okay. You didn't go to the bathroom and pee. You went to crank one out to Melinda.
As a long-time viewer and a chemistry teacher,
I think
can no longer watch your stream.
I think the dumbest part about this, was literally fucking me writing out salt, like the chemical compound of salt, and then having sodium within it. My brain immediately went to like, oh, sodium is salt. And then I didn't think about like sodium being the first part of salt.
Will you be slinging Donnie specials tonight now that the rooster is open 24/7?
You forgot the area of a circle? Oh yeah, totally. Listen. The whole point, the whole reason why it's supposed to get you clapped up is because there's like there are very like areas, you have gaps in your knowledge where you forget. And I forgot. Oh yeah, the mean one was really dumb. I lost on, oh my God. Now that I think about it, the Fs I got were literally the easiest fucking things to get Fs on. Nostril, which is the word I forgot, and fucking just averaging averaging 6 numbers. What the fuck is wrong with me, dude? Good stuff. Major Melon Zero is so fucking good. It's pretty good unless you I forgot the word nostril. I talk about mean so much too. Yeah, but I don't know. In this context, I thought it meant something different. I got a little worried, okay? I thought like it was loser POV Sag. Is that a good title? I changed it. Didn't age well. Happy anniversary. I can't wait to spend 25 more years laughing together. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's kind of sad, dude. This like literally fucking humanizes Bill a little bit. Also, This is what I was using to block out the URL fan art that God, sometimes my own brain amazes me for how fucking stupid I am. I just like couldn't figure out how to put a block text there quick enough. Why I love working for the CIA.
They're girls, you know, I've never done what the patriarchy wanted me to do. When I was a little girl playing Marco Polo in the pool with my friends, I would hold their heads underwater and make them tell me where polo was. You know what I mean? When we played I Spy, I would always spy
6 months with this himbo
right?
goddamn house bodies has smell.
So just things like that. You know, in college, when other girls were doing acid, I was the one giving them the acid, and then I would psychologically torture them for information. And so I've always just been a little bit different. And that's why I joined the CIA. You know, if I could go back and
that's some real girl boss shit right there, dude. It's girl power. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
I would tell her that, you know, women can do murder too. We can do a little murder too, if we want to.
It's true.
I've never been like other girls, you know, I've never.
Bill Gates gonna buy the one in solidarity with a fellow divorced dad? Boys, I can't believe Melinda is single, dude. Like a goddamn Pringle, dude. Holy shit. Bill and Melinda is no more. Hey, yo, Melinda. Should I tweet that out? Probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway. Unrelated to anything else that's in the news. Imagine naming your company Microsoft rather than Macro Hard. Okay, that's like a much more appropriate way of saying that, okay? Both the queen and the You better be careful. Oh shit, Bill Gates did chip me. You know you're verified, right? She will actually see it. It's called Microsoft because they make software for microcomputers. Yeah, fucking bullshit, dude.
Election.
Okay, everyone's making jokes about Bill and Melinda Gates on the timeline right now. Mine wasn't great. Maybe I should do I don't know. I should you know. If you had the chance, would you hook up with Melinda? Please be honest. I mean, she looks good here. I don't fucking know. Maybe. Melinda got yeeted out of a Discord lobby and told Bill if the Microsoft buyout falls through, she's out. All you need is Bezos' ex-wife and you'll complete the Power Mom trifecta. They ended their marriage, but Bill is retaining his ownership of the IP of her. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's a lot of good shit going on.
I appreciate this stream. Thank you, Hassan.
Obsessed with Ben Affleck as a concept. Someone I know and may or may not have. Actually, I'm not going to say anything else. Never mind. Someone I know used to date him. They probably met on Raya. Yeah, I know that Ben Affleck is on Raya.
He can't keep getting away with it as mods.
Windows isn't supporting Wi-Fi anymore. It's just because there's no more wife. Oh, fucking. Okay, these are terrible, dude. Glenn Greenwald take bad on CIA. What am I missing? Watch the cultural left try to cope with the fact that not only is their woke ideology no threat to any power centers anywhere, but the opposite is true. Those power centers love it and embrace it because of how helpful it is to them. Detached minor as usual is all they have. Are we supposed to just never talk about gay, trans liberation, systemic racism, or any social issues because certain corporations, politicians, or the CIA have decided it's in their best interest to pretend to care about all these things? I don't understand your point at all. It's true, you don't understand it. I explained it in an article back in 2015 when the GCHQ bashed itself in the color of the rainbow flag. Why can't someone just support, for example, trans rights and also think that corporate power, the CIA, and imperialism are bad? Someone can. The point is that woke ideology not only does nothing to undermine or weaken malicious power centers because it's not a threat to them, it's not what they're about, but it actually strengthens them. Those power centers love this ideology because it helps them. Okay, all this is literally he's taken the long way to basically say that, like, Paul divides you. Okay, that's all he's saying. Wait, TikToker is going viral after sharing the video Ben Affleck sent her after she unmatched him on a dating app on Raya. Thinking of that time, I matched with Ben Affleck on Raya and thought it was fake, so I unmatched him and he sent me a video on Instagram. Okay, I've never seen this person on Raya though. Goddamn, she's hot.
Naveen, why did you unmatch me? It's me.
I'm a loser.
God damn. I mean, it's a power move. How do you not fucking Jesus Christ. I have no words for that, dude. First of all, you can't even have a fucking fake account on Raya. I don't know why she thought it was like a fake account. Dude, Ben Affleck is so funny, dude. He's so... What a fucking guy, dude. What's the minimum to get on Raya anyway? It's open to everyone now. It didn't used to be. It's open to everyone now, though. Oh shit! Hold on. I gotta fucking do an ad here. Top of the hour, every hour. It's time for a 6-second ad break. We're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about. We are going to talk about some news, some fun stuff, and then after that, my whole world turned upside down here. Someone in the chat, someone in the community, actually took the time out and apparently went and cut out more 90-day episodes with Kalani and Asuelu. So originally we thought that the Kalani Asuelu saga was fucking over, but it turns out it's not fucking over. Okay. Yeah. You said it wasn't going to be a multi-week break. You said you weren't quitting. You were so excited for Dawn's talent arc. 2 months, the story dropped in an instant. Okay, dude. I already fucking talked about this. Okay? I already fucking talked about this. Let me tell you something. Once again, Weeby. I like RP. I like RP too much. Okay? The problem is, when I do that, he's not going back because GTA doesn't give viewers is a fucking idiotic take. I literally played Hades and I had less people watching me play Hades than I did playing roleplay. The reason why I fucking kept playing Hades instead is literally not because of the view count, but because it was a fucking game. Okay? And I could just drop everything and just play fucking video games instead of like all of the additional work that I had to put in. RP got better numbers than most other games that I've ever played. The problem was that it was so fucking addicting that I literally lost my fucking mind and constantly thought about it. Okay? And it fucked everything up. It's not as simple. It made me. It literally made me worry about it. I played roleplay off stream, guys. I played roleplay off fucking stream. I would spend entire days. I would spend entire fucking days when I off stream. Hassan wasn't lying when he said he talks about why he left RP every day. Yeah. And I still want to go back, but now, okay, I'll be honest with you. You want to know what it is? Now, I have like real life shit that I need to do, right? Like taxes and all this other stuff. I got to fucking set up an IRA. Right? And then the problem is now, like in the back of my mind, I'm constantly thinking like with RP, like if I go back, well, what's going to happen to my car? The car is fucking gone. Like, you know, all that amount of energy, all that time I put into like buying the fucking car, all of the amount of money that I spent on the car so far, pee poof, gone. So now I'm literally just like worried about a fucking loan on a car in real life. Did I run the ad? Oh, God, I'm fucking falling apart right now. Even like the mention of role plays, like. Okay. Anyway. But regardless, as far as like what goes on in roleplay, Buddha said that the car was going to tilt you off the server when you decided to buy it. No, it's not the car that's like tilting me off the server. The problem for me is when I go back onto the fucking server, it literally overtakes my entire life. Okay. It occupies too much mental space. I'm like a fucking addict. I am not like a fucking addict. I am an addict.
Has capital.
So that's the problem. It's not the car either. It's just that like I'm so addicted that it just when I start playing, I just can't stop. I literally am. It takes up so much of my mental faculties, the commitment, and everything that goes into it. Like,
as Pog,
I needed to rewire everything. Like I needed to go back to fix my life up a little bit.
Stream baby is
the same shit happened with Rust too. Like it's just like I'm such a fucking addict that I haven't figured out how to do like certain days yet.
"15 months, let's go. Can I get a Putin walk? Love you, Arjan."
Politics Frogs, when Azan talks about anything for more than 5 minutes, unlock Sag, I'm leave. Yeah. You sound like me in World of Warcraft. Yeah, it's just not easy, okay? I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how else to describe it. And I talk about it all the time. You need to separate yourself from your character like the vets do. Motherfucker, the vets literally spend 12 hours a day doing roleplay, okay? And also, it's in the fucking high season for them. So there's also a financial reason for why they would do that regardless, on top of how addicting it is. So like right now, they're of course they're gonna pump it as hard as they can. I can't do that. That's like it like fucks up my life. RP Frogs used to rule the stream, and now chat makes fun of us and Hossie hates us. That, by the way, that's literally why I don't fuck around with MOBA too. Like, That's straight up why I don't fuck around with MOBA and don't play any MOBA games. Like that's the reason. And this girl's really cute. The one that fucking hit up Ben Affleck, by the way. Naveen J. Naveen.
Naveen, why did you unmatch me?
Anti-RP for life, anti-RP won the war, anti-RP
Check if she
for life,
follows.
anti-RP
Check
won
if she
the
follows
war,
you on
anti-RP
Instagram.
for
There's no
life,
fucking
anti-RP
shot.
won the war.
Yeah. Her account is private and she does not follow me. I just looked. Anyway. Loser POV. Yeah. Anyway, where were we? Okay, let's I don't know why I'm like fucking locked on to this convo here, but okay. So we have on the docket, we got Subnautica, which is fucking wild. Can you at least perma Donnie? No, I'm not gonna fucking perma Donnie because I want to still go back and play when I fix shit up. I just need to take my goddamn time, brother. That's just what it is. Okay, just stop. Just fucking stop, please. Let's just stop talking about this. Okay, goddamn, dude. I gotta like. I wish there was like a code word that I could get to here where we just like shut down the conversation immediately and then go back to it later. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just shut it down. Okay, fucking pineapple. Shut up.
Hype.
We're moving on. We're fucking watching Last Week Tonight on the COVID-19 vaccine, okay? Please. Fuck. Like, listen, I love the back and forth that we have, but I feel like there's some people in here that just like, if things don't go exactly the way they want it in a fucking fast-moving content environment with 30,000 people watching, you just literally start crying. Like you're just like, oh no, I'm not getting exactly what I want. Like, and I don't want to emote mode it because it eliminates the conversation aspect.
Straight in with our main story tonight, which concerns the COVID vaccines. The end result of the world's greatest scientists working around the clock to save countless lives, immortalized in a card we'll all definitely lose in a month. Vitally important, but also too big to fit in any standard wallet. Way to fumble at the 1 yard line, science. And look, not that we...
Yeah, why did they do that? I was just thinking about that. Like, why the fuck is it so large?
RP frogs are now the villains you'd love to see. ITRP frogs
It's
are now
so
the villains
weird.
you'd love to
Like,
see.
I was just thinking about this morning. I was like, where the fuck did I put my COVID passport? Like, to see when my actual time is. Mine fits in my wallet. Yo, how fucking big is your goddamn wallet, dude? Mine fits in the wallet too, but like a piece of it sticks out, so it doesn't fit in the wallet technically. Yeah. Mine fits in my wallet because my wallet happens to be a fucking goddamn... What do you have, like an entire bag as your wallet, dude? Oh yeah, my wallet is just my bag. Here, I'll tweet out that I'm watching the new John Oliver, and then the Asuelo saga makes a heroic return before I go. Actually, yeah, that's fine enough for now. And then we'll talk about more about what I'm going to do after. Mine is like 1 millimeter below the edge of my wallet. I have to put it where I put the money.
We needed it, But this week saw yet another reminder of just how dangerous COVID is, with cases in India in particular surging at a truly terrifying rate. India set a world record for daily COVID cases of over 400,000, and that is probably an undercount. And obviously, the world should be doing everything it can to help India right now. But our best way out of this mess long term is clearly vaccines. And it's worth remembering, we in the US are incredibly fortunate. We currently have access to a lot of vaccines, and more than half of US adults have now gotten at least one dose, which is great. The bad news is some vaccination locations have already gone from having not enough supply to not enough demand.
According to the CDC, the daily average for vaccinations has dropped 20% since the start of the month, a worrying trend.
Vaccine demand declining in South Carolina. Some providers left with extra doses and appointments are wide open.
Palm Beach County Healthcare District says it is now facing 10,000 appointments for the county's vaccine sites remain unfilled since they opened this week.
Appointments are going unfilled. We've got thousands of appointments available over the next few weeks and no takers at this point.
It's true. A worrying amount of people are holding off on getting the free COVID vaccine. And I'm not saying that you should immediately get something just because it's free. I wouldn't recommend getting these old dolls on Craigslist just because they're free. They're weird, broken, and they will kill you in your sleep. But these vaccines could save not just your life, but the lives of people around you. And it's genuinely dispiriting that just a few months into the vaccine rollout, we are already at this point. And the problem is, for the coronavirus, the herd immunity threshold is thought to be between 70 and 90% of the population. But a survey found that while 60% of American adults have got or want to get the vaccine, another 18% say maybe, and 22% say no. And if you're thinking, well, hold on, if every maybe gets the vaccine, that still puts us at 78%. Unfortunately, that poll doesn't take into account children who we're not vaccinating right now and who make up around 22% of the population. So we need to get the vaccine into as many adults as possible as soon as possible. And that means you really need to get vaccinated. And
I know there is a new New York Times article that just came out today that I posted on my Instagram story as well that talked about how we are never going to reach herd immunity because there are too many people that have vaccine hesitancy now and don't want to take it. Wild. Absolutely wild.
obviously I mean the collective you, but also you, Mike in Baltimore. I know you've got this on in the background at work on Monday, so listen to me. Schedule your vaccine, Mike. Don't say you're going to look into it later. Just Google Vaccine Finder Baltimore. It takes seconds. Here are a list of vaccine sites in your area. And if you're thinking, yeah, I'm not sure I need it, Joe Rogan says I'm probably fine. Look, it is true. You might not get seriously sick from COVID, or indeed sick at all. But you could still inadvertently pass it to someone who could then die. And before you say, well, vulnerable people should just get vaccinated then, the vaccines are only 95% effective, Mike, so they'll probably be okay, but maybe not. Also, the more the virus circulates, the likelier we'll see mutations that make it more dangerous, possibly helping it to evade the vaccine completely, putting us all the way back to square one. So get the fucking vaccine, Mike! The point is,
the type of people who refuse to get vaccinated right now, who don't want to get vaccinated right now, are like not only selfish, but they're the worst kind of selfish. Dude, there is very little, there's no downside to it, motherfucker. Like, there's just no, you're such a piece of shit. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, you are literally a piece of shit, dude. It's fucking free. They're giving it to everyone. They're trying to come to your goddamn fucking neighborhood too. They're trying to make it as easy as possible for everyone. Like, I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, no downside except the J&J vaccine gives you blood clots. Tell me what the percentage is of you potentially getting a blood clot from the J&J vaccine. Also, secondly, when you follow through on that idiotic fucking take, do you know what the percentage is for you to get a blood clot currently from the J&J vaccination? It's 7 out of 7 million, dude. Okay? and only one lethal blood clot situation. And again, it's literally a consequence. It's literally a consequence of the treatment for the blood clots that actually ended up killing that person. So shut the fuck up.
Sheesh.
It's insane, dude. It's fucking insane. I have a history of unexplained blood clots and got the J&J and have been fine. Reports of hair loss, ED, blood blisters, skin peeling off, various backlog for months, cancer for profit makers. That's going to scare people off. Well, you're making it up, dude. You're making this shit up. Reports of hair loss, ED, blood blisters, and skin peeling off. What else, motherfucker? What else, dude? Yeah, reports of your fucking dick falling off, dude. I can't believe. Yeah, it's wild, dude. You fucking get the vaccine and your dick falls off, dude. Yeah, that's what I've heard. These are reports, dude, of your dick falling off, people turning into literal fucking zombies all of a sudden, and they have a hankering for brain, and people just don't understand it. Fucking forced feminization.
Apparently the blood clots were caused by anxiety from being in a hospital setting. Maybe I was following the wrong story, but I saw a small clip watching the news the other day.
Fucking nuts, dude.
There is a problematic amount of vaccine hesitancy right now, even among people who you would really like to think would not need convincing.
We met Robert Gannon.
Boys, I got the vaccine and it painted my nails black. I'm literally force femming right now. I'm turning into a big titty goth girlfriend every single goddamn day.
The vaccine makes you
it's the vaccine, bro.
Before he went in to visit his 77-year-old mother, Kia, who is on a ventilator right now in the ICU due to COVID.
Had she been vaccinated? She was not vaccinated. I think she was being hesitant, just wanting to see how things played out.
Have you been vaccinated?
I have not.
What would it take for you to get vaccinated?
I'd want to make sure that it's safe.
Wow.
Again, and I've said this a million times over, you're rolling the dice on nature versus science. And the science dice roll is gamed, okay? The science dice roll you always should take. You're a fucking idiot. Imagine thinking that you are going to get away with rolling the dice on COVID instead of some made up shit that may happen to you down the line with a scientific achievement. It's so fucking stupid, dude. It's ironic that Trump's vaccine is being accepted more readily by liberals than Trump's own supporters.
There is perhaps no clearer sign of just how deep vaccine hesitancy runs than someone in that guy's position still questioning whether to get it, instead of asking, is there such a thing as too much vaccine? Because if not, I'm going to keep going back for injections until I'm around 80% Pfizer. So given all of that, tonight, let's talk about the COVID vaccines.
The J&J
why people are hesitant, what their worries are, and how they might be reassured. And let's start with the fact you can't characterize any one.
Hank excuses says science is never wrong. Hot Pocket, science is never wrong. No, science can be wrong. You are not understanding the point I'm trying to make, though. The dice roll with COVID is completely uncontrollable versus the dice roll with science is controllable. It is a controlled dice roll, okay? It's like playing bowling with the fucking bumpers on, okay? That's the difference. That's the fucking difference. I'm not saying science is never fucking wrong or anything like that. What I'm simply stating is that, and I hate that motherfuckers do this. I literally hate motherfuckers that say like, oh, science is so wrong sometimes. Yeah, it is. And guess what happens? Do you want to know how you find out that science is wrong sometimes? Because other scientists are like, well, that's wrong. So technically it's not fucking wrong. Because more science ends up figuring out whether it's wrong or not.
One group as uniformly vaccine hesitant. No demographic is a monolith. Every group will have some who are excited and others who are anxious. And different groups will be anxious for different reasons. For instance, early on, you probably heard a lot about hesitancy among some black Americans, which can be a real thing. Even this pediatrician had reservations.
When the vaccine was first made available to both.
I hate that you fucking found some like random German newspaper to be like, oh, LeBron is anti-vaxxer. If that's true, it'll come out, okay? And we'll talk about it.
Did you both jump at the chance to get it?
No, no. I mean, not me anyway. I am black first in this country, and that has with it a lot of baggage, to tell you the truth. And so my public health degree, the culminating experience that I did was related to the relationship between black people and physicians. And that relationship has been a cantankerous one. And so those are the kinds of things that are deeply embedded and challenging to overcome, even within someone who's a scientist.
Honestly, I do understand that.
What the
We've talked before on this show about the fraught relationship black Americans have with healthcare based on both current bad experiences and the history of incidents like the Tuskegee experiment where doctors lied to black men, allowing them to suffer from untreated syphilis over decades, or, as most US history students would describe it, something I have not heard of. Although it does feel important to mention that that doctor did wind up getting the vaccine, and in general, black vaccine hesitancy has dropped fast. Another group you might have heard have...
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, I know that people always bring up, like, the Tuskegee syphilis experiment and say that, like, that's part of a contributing cause, that why, like, black people don't trust the government to help them, and there's understandable reasons, and there's, like, historical reasons as to why. But statistically speaking, black people aren't the hurdles that black people have currently in getting the vaccine are not necessarily related to vaccine hesitancy, like it is with Republican men specifically. Okay, for black people, it's more of an economic hurdle that many governments are trying to overcome currently by having vaccination stations in black and brown neighborhoods, things like that. It's like Joe Rogan is doing more in cultivating vaccine hesitancy than like fucking random black people in neighborhoods.
High hesitancy rates are Republicans, and that is also true. Around 30% of Republicans say they won't get it, and it's not hard to see why. Because fears and doubts about the vaccine have flown around conservative media, with one of the most prominent super spreaders being this fucking guy.
What about this vaccine? Why are Americans being discouraged from asking simple, straightforward questions about it? Questions like, how effective are these drugs? Are they safe? Do you need a reason to turn on the vaccine? And what happens if you do turn it down? Will you be allowed to fly on airplanes? Or go to work? Or enter the front doors of Madison Square Garden? Oh, now they're telling us the vaccine has a delayed response. Okay, delayed by how long? They don't say. If vaccines work, why are vaccinated people still banned from living normal lives? Honestly, what's the answer to that? So maybe it doesn't work and they're simply not telling you that. Well, you hate to think that, especially if you've gotten 2 shots. But what's the other potential explanation?
Okay, it is genuinely weird to see someone hosting a show on a supposed news network and ending every sentence with a question mark, especially when answers to most of those questions are out there for anyone who cares to know. So, for instance, that last complaint that the CDC still recommends wearing masks indoors when around vulnerable, unvaccinated people does not mean the vaccine doesn't work. Clinical trials found that the vaccines are spectacularly successful at preventing people from getting serious disease. As for whether they protect you from spreading the virus, the trials weren't designed to assess that, but evidence so far indicates that they drastically reduce transmission. The reason we still see mask and distancing recommendations is that the CDC is being cautious and wants to be sure that it is not spreading bullshit around during a global pandemic like a frozen dinner duke with a TV show. Anyway, I hope that answers at least one of your gape-mouthed bad faith wonderings, Tucker, you scrunch-faced fear baboon. And the problem is, when people like Tucker raise questions without bothering to answer them, there is a lot of misinformation out there for people to then stumble on. Anti-vaccine groups have been waiting for a moment like this to spread doubt. And the scary thing is, they don't actually need to convince people they're right. They just need to convince people that no one is. And that tracks with recent polling. While few believe specific myths about the vaccine, larger numbers say that they didn't know whether particular myths were true.
Thank you, Gorilla Toast, for the 10 tier and gift subs. Listen, the thing is, Republicans, specifically conservatives or like anti-maskers in general who were conservatives, like, they started off with, they originally started off with the anti-COVID is not real position. That was fucking eliminated. So they moved on to, well, COVID is real, but you don't need a fucking mask. It's kind of like the flu. That was eliminated because people started fucking, dropping like flies. So they were like, oh, I don't want to wear a mask. That became a massive problem, but they never ended up wearing the mask anyway, unless they were literally fucking forced to. And then they turned around, and now that by some stroke of luck and incredible science, we got these vaccines, which are working, okay? They're literally working. Look at California. Look at America, okay? At this stage, we were getting our ass cheeks clapped. Why the fuck has the hospitalization gone down so significantly, dude? My God, I do not fucking understand how you can't, in the most dense way, like, it doesn't matter how fucking stupid you are, just literally look at what's going on. Just look at the fucking COVID case rates, COVID fatality rates, hospitalization rates, and you will, maybe then you will be able to fucking comprehend. Oh, Bao Bao is back with a fucking idiotic take. Hypothetically, if you had to strangle a small beagle with your hands to roll the science dice, would you? Yes. Shut up, Bao Bao. Because we take vitamins and get in the sauna every day. Yeah, dude, that's why. All Americans decided to be like fucking Nordic motherfuckers and all of a sudden decide to go to the saunas every day. That's why. Let me say something here again and again and again. If you don't fucking trust the science, use your fucking brain for a second, okay? Use your brain to trust the science, obviously, even if you don't. But just think about why we are here. Like, think about our actual fucking case numbers and most importantly, our current hospitalization rates. Why did it go down? And it's the same fucking question I asked in the beginning of COVID when we were at like 30,000, 40,000 or 100,000 deaths, COVID deaths. And people would say things like, oh, it's fake. The numbers are being beefed up. Okay. Well, then look at the fucking CDC numbers. Why is there 100,000 extra fucking people that are dying in this time frame when compared to previous years? Are they dying of some other fucking reason? Why did they stop dying? It makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. Oh, so now they care about us and our health when it comes to vaccines? What? I don't know what that is. That's not a retort. Like, yes, they do. They found a vaccine for it and they developed it and they're distributing it so we can go back to normal. That's the other thing. In this circumstance, the vaccination being free is not even necessarily for your benefit, okay? It's not like the government's like, oh, we really want to fucking get back to normalcy because we want everybody to go out and have jalapeno poppers at Applebee's. They wanted everything to return to normal so you could get back to fucking work, dumbasses. So even in that circumstance, like, it's not like the government is doing it out of the fucking kindness of their heart. No, they're doing it because they need you to go back to maximum efficiency as a workforce. And more importantly than that, they want you to become consumers again. Okay? That's it. So technically it is because they want you to go back and get the jalapeno poppers.
Facts.
So, like, there is literally a reason for why the vaccines, one, have been working. There is evidence that the vaccines are working, okay? And there's a reason for the government to make sure that you get the vaccine beyond just like, oh, we just care about your health, if you don't believe that. And I don't fucking understand how you can look to the same people that look to COVID being fake and were owned into oblivion, that lied about COVID numbers and were owned into oblivion with like basic data sets, okay, by looking at the CDC death numbers and looking at the additional amount of deaths in that same time frame. How are those people like quadrupling down and quintupling down and saying, oh, well, fucking now I'm not going to take the vaccine? At a certain point, it just honestly feels like these people just want attention, okay? I don't know what else. They're just too stupid. They're too fucking dumb, and they're too fucking scared, and I don't know what the fuck to do.
Or false. For instance, only 4% of people believe the COVID vaccine is more deadly than the disease, but 25% say they don't know. And that is not good. Because if anti-vaxxers can simply spread enough misinformation to cause people to throw up their hands and say, I just don't know enough to get the shot, they have already seriously fucked things up for all of us. And to be clear, most people who are hesitant are not fanatics or conspiracy theorists. Many are just trying to make the best decision for themselves and their family, like that pediatrician that we saw earlier. You definitely know people like that in your life. So I'm actually going to spend the rest of this piece trying to clear up some of the biggest myths flying around, and some are pretty easy to debunk quickly, like the claims that Bill Gates is using the vaccine to put a microchip in all of us, something his wife had this response to.
I know my husband is not vaccinating people and putting a microchip in her arm because that technology doesn't even exist, and he's never uttered the words out of his mouth, so...
Yo, Bill Gates' wife kind of looks like Will's mom. That's crazy. It's kind of wild. Also, she's a little too, she's a little too enthusiastic about talking about this. If I saw this video, I'd be like, okay, there's a fucking microchip.
Something his wife had this response to.
I know my husband is not vaccinating people and putting a microchip in her arm because that technology doesn't even exist, and he's never uttered the words out of his mouth, so...
Okay, the way she said that is so sus. Yeah, my husband never said that. Haha, he would say
Smarter than a middle schooler pog.
Okay, that wasn't the reassuring pushback to a batshit conspiracy theory that I had hoped for, to be honest. We're not microchipping people because the technology doesn't exist yet, and my husband hasn't said it out loud to me. Why would you put it like that? There are lots of things a husband won't say out loud to his wife, not dark things, just things.
And that's where he was like, yo, we're fucking getting a divorce, dude.
Thoughts a partner might not be ready to hear. Like how sometimes, late at night, I think, wouldn't it be nice to live in an egg? An egg to be in. Not just an oval-shaped sleeping pod. I can get an oval...
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is she getting a divorce because she found out that the microchip thing was true? Like, Bill was dumb enough? He was dumb enough to admit the microchip to her. It was like, yo, actually, Melinda, the microchips are kind of fucking poggers, and we do have that technology readily available. And then she was like, oh my God, I have to divorce you. And that's why they fucking got divorced, dude. Dun, dun, dun. The prenup allows Bill to fuck his ex once a year. That's not, you just made that up. There's no way.
Sleeping pod. Nobody wants one of those. I mean,
I don't even know if they have a prenup. I wonder if they do.
An egg. A big egg with me in it. Or maybe a normal egg and I'm small. It doesn't matter. What matters is I'm in an egg. Not alone. I'm with the gloop too. It's just me and the gloop. No opening, no windows, no way to ever know if it's morning or night. So do you know what time it is? All the time? Egg time. Just egg time for me and the gloop. Sometimes it's warmer and that's when I feel safest. Sometimes I can tell I'm being carried or moved about, and it's jarring enough that I'm nervous, but not so rough that I'm panicking. And you can shake me, but do make sure not to do it hard, because remember, I'm
bits go way too long.
Fragile. I am
30 months spice. Micro me daddy. I ate your mom's meatloaf.
The point is you can't say any of that to Melinda Gates. She'd never understand. What wife could? Anyway, for the record, there are no microchips in the COVID vaccine. That rumour is based on the fact that the Gates Foundation funded research years ago, which is frequently taken out of context. In that study, researchers looked into creating an invisible ink that could potentially be injected along with a vaccine in order for populations like refugee kids to be able to retain vaccine records without paperwork. Over time, the original...
Oh my God, that's so fucking sus, though. God damn it, dude. When the fucking actual answer is worse. When the actual answer is worse and the fucking and the psychopaths are just like the psychopaths are like not entirely incorrect on why they have these sorts of fears, dude. That's not sus. I mean, it's kind of weird. It's not like a microchip, like a RFID that like tracks you, but it's still kind of weird that you just have like invisible ink. You're just pumping like fucking third world kids full of whatever weird substance along with the vaccines. Who knows what'll happen to them?
Original context was lost, contorted, and kind of telephoned its way into becoming something Bill Gates microchips on Facebook. A claim which, if you think about it for just a second, doesn't make sense. Because if your main concern is that Bill Gates could use microchips to track you, he can already do that. That's what your fucking phone is.
Yeah, no,
Now,
I know that. I'm not saying it's a microchip. I'm saying it's like kind of weird.
Just how fast the vaccine
They would like inject third world kids with some random shit to test it out.
I think the whole thing has been rushed through too fast.
It kind of came really fast, like the vaccine. They made up one really fast.
It was done way too quick. I don't feel comfortable with taking it. Not anytime soon.
I think that they're using the public as guinea pigs.
Right, and that doesn't sound...
Yeah, Linda. They're fucking using you as a guinea pig, dumbass. Yeah. Guinea pig for what? Like, what is then why are rich people getting the vaccine? Oh, but they're lying. They're all lying. They all got together. And fucking decided, you know, we're going to wait. We're going to guinea pig to a... Like, that's how it works, by the way. Like, rich people are going to wait for the COVID vaccine to take effect. You know, and then wait another like 10 to 12 years for the COVID vaccine long-term side effects to come out, so then they can take it. In the meantime, they will just sit around and just wait.
Good. Nobody wants to be a guinea pig, although I don't really know why. Being a guinea pig seems great. You can eat a pepper while wearing the stem as a little hat, run around a tiny city made of cardboard, and best of all, you get to use the guinea pig bridge. Guinea pig. Being a guinea pig has its upsides, that's all I'm saying. The infrastructure alone is incredible. But that is clearly not the concern that those people have. Their worry is that we are being used as guinea pigs for a rushed, untested vaccine. It is an understandable thing to worry about, even if some express it in less than ideal ways.
Tell me why you're concerned.
6 words. Testing, 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 and more testing.
Bro. If you're an anti-vaxxer, no amount of testing is going to work. Like, if you're an anti-vaxxer, you just got to ask anti-vaxxers, like, okay. Wait, did he just fucking count? Did he count wrong? Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Listen, he's an idiot anyway. The question you got to ask, the question you got to ask Joseph Jacks here, which sounds like a fucking fake name. Oh my God. Is like, okay, so, you know, what about vaccines that have been tested time and time again that show no long-term side effects, no consequences? Are you willing to get those vaccines? You get a tetanus shot. Like, no, if you're an anti-vaxxer, you don't want anything. You want a polio vaccine.
It's important if you're going to put something into your body that it's absolutely and totally tested.
I tell you what I admire about that guy. His confidence, because I don't think I've seen anyone more self-assured than the man who just promised 6 words, said 7, and counted 5, all without even flinching. That guy is so secure in his thinking, he could be wrong about numbers on camera twice and do it with an unbreaking smile. But it is worth understanding exactly how the vaccine was able to come to market so fast, because researchers had been working on vaccines against other coronaviruses for years. So, when COVID-19 hit, they had a significant head start. Operation Warp Speed, as it was famously called, wasn't about rushing the science, it was about significantly cutting through bureaucracy that could have otherwise slowed it down, as this vaccine researcher explains.
Did you ever imagine that we'd be able to develop a vaccine in 12 to 18 months?
The short answer is no. We were able to compress the timeline so that things that we would normally do in a linear fashion, A to B, we actually start the F and the E at the